Hello guys, welcome back to a new vlog. I feel like I haven't vlogged in a while, or like actually, I don't know. Like I vlogged like a couple weeks ago, but it wasn't like a good vlog. It was just like a mediocre vlog. But today we have some exciting news. Here's stack number 1. Put that stack right there. And then here's stack number 2. We're going to be going over my favorite books of 2023. So this is going to be my top 10. If you could tell, that was not 10 books because I'm counting series as one book, so it's just not fair to count just to choose between them. I can't do that. I physically cannot do that. So I'm going to quickly go over my top 10 books of 2023, tell you guys why I loved them so much, and yes, and then I'll probably do maybe a little vlog today and definitely tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm getting cowgirl boots. I'm so excited. I've been wanting cowgirl boots for the last couple of months and I finally get to go get some. So, that's the plan for today. So, my first, so I'm just going to go down. This is not in order in any sense. That's not in any order. I'm just grabbing books from my stacks. So, first one I'm going to mention is People Meet on Vacation. This book was so good. I read it on the beach and it was a perfect beach read. Absolutely loved this book. This book also made me realize how much I love childhood friends to lovers with an alternating timeline between past and present. It's my favorite trope ever. If you give me a book that is like that, I will eat it up. So I loved this. The next 3, if you guys can guess, is the Playing with Keep series. I literally have to mention this series. This is probably my favorite series ever. I cannot pick my favorite one between these 3. So each year I do like a book, like has the months, and then it's like a, what's that thing where you pick between things and then you get smaller and smaller until you fit one? That made no sense. Anyway, whatever that's called, I chose Playing with Keeps, or this is Play With Me as my favorite book of 2023, but I'm gonna have to say it's all 3 of these. These 3 books are probably top. These are killer. They're amazing. If you guys watched my Unravel Me vlog where I read Unravel Me, you would have noticed that these books just are it. If you have not read these books yet, please do yourself a favor because they're amazing. They're literally so good. It's a hockey romance. It's just so good. They're the best books ever. Like, I should have waited those to the end because those are like my top books. The next 3 I'm going to talk about is the Magnolia Parks series. I read the first Magnolia Parks in 2022, so I finished these in the beginning of the year. So we have Daisy Hates, Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home, and Daisy Hates, The Great Undoing. I love this series so much. It's probably honestly up there with Playing with Keeps. I love both of these series so much. This one just gives me like my childhood feels, you know, like it's not really spicy, it's just romance, crazy drama. Many people describe it as Gossip Girl but British, and I'd say that's pretty true. I love this series so much. Magnolia and BJ are my favorite book couple. It probably shouldn't be because they're very toxic, but I just love them together. I love BJ so much. He's probably my favorite book boyfriend, but I love these books so much, so of course I had to mention those. And that was stack number 1. Let's do stack number 2. So we have Twisted Hate. This was my favorite book out of the Twisted series. This is probably kind of lower on the top 10 list just because it wasn't like my favorite book of the year, but I really did like this series and it was honestly so good. It just wasn't like outstanding. Like the Playing with Keep series, that series is like probably like a 7-star rating. This is like a 5-star rating, if that makes sense. But I really liked this book. It's enemies to lovers, that perfect classic banter, perfect enemies to lovers type of relationship, and it was so good. I'm sure many of you guys have read Twisted Hate and the Twisted Loves, or the Twisted series, because they're really popular. But if you haven't, I definitely recommend. The next 2 I'm going to talk about is the Chestnut. Wow, I brain blinked. Chestnut Spring Series. These are the only two I've read so far. I really wanted to finish the series this year, and it just kind of, time got away with me, and with like holiday reads, I just honestly did not have time to finish it. But so I read these two. They were amazing, phenomenal. I think if I had to pick between one, it'd probably be Flawless, just because I love like the rodeo aspect. But this Heartless was so good though. It's kind of surprised me, because when I heard that it was going to be like single dad and like a nanny, I didn't really know if I'd like it, but I loved it. So this gives me that perfect cowboy feeling. Any of you guys know I'm in my cowgirl era now, so these are perfect. This is probably the top, to finish the series is going to be the top like 2024 TBR. For sure, I have to finish those series. I also really want to finish or start her Gold Ranch series, which is, it's not related to the Chestnut Spring series. It's just another cowboy romance, but I think she's redoing the covers, so I'm not sure if I want to wait until the covers are like out, or if I should just buy like the old covers. We'll decide when that gets there. Okay, the next one I'm going to mention is the Where the Crawdads Sing. I don't know why it took me so long to read this book. This book is like famous, you know, like it's literally been everywhere. The movie, I finally watched the movie this year, and it literally, I don't want to say changed my life, but it was such a good movie. I loved it so much. Like, I mean, it's kind of messed up of a movie, but like it's a comfort movie for me. Like, I just love it so much. So I finally read the book. The book wasn't a great experience as if the movie was, but in this book there was times that I could vision the movie so much, and I was like, oh my god, I love this. I think I would have liked the book a lot more if I read the book first and then watched the movie. I feel like that happens a lot. Like, if you watch the movie first, you like the movie better, but if you read the book first, you like the book better. Okay, girls, let's not fight right now. But yeah, this definitely deserved an honorable mention for my top 10. The next one I'm going to do is Love in Other Words. This one is Childhood Friends to Lovers with Alternating Timeline. So of course, I loved this. I loved this book. I did like People Meet on Vacation a little bit more, of that story, of that like trope. But this one is really good. I enjoyed it through start to finish. I think I read it in like a couple days. I really, really enjoyed this book a lot. The next one I want to mention is The Housemaid. So I kind of read a couple different thrillers. I had like, in February I had like my thriller phase, and then when I started reading Audible, I started reading thrillers. So this was one I read on Audible, and I loved it so much. It was so good. Like, if you need a thriller, please read this. It's phenomenal, literally phenomenal. Also, The Silent Patient. I felt like I could only decide one because I had so many other books I wanted to put in here, but The Silent Patient deserves an honorable mention this year because that one's really good too. I'd like to read that on Audible. I thought that would be really good. But I read this one and the second one, and they were really, really good. Guys, I have one more book left. Okay, we're gonna talk about Nightfall. So this is the Devil's Night series, and this is my favorite one of the series, just because you get everything. You get all the couples, all the love. It's also like written a little bit different. It's in like a different timeline. Well, it's the same timeline, but if you guys know, they're in a different place than where Devil's Night usually goes, and it was just kind of interesting. There's also one of my favorite spicy scenes in this book. It's the train scene. It is probably my favorite spicy scene in this world. I want to say in this world. Like, I would literally go back. Like, I just want to tab it. So I stopped tabbing my books and I just highlight them. But I want to go back and tab it just because it was phenomenal. So I would read it again. It was the best scene ever. But yeah. This deserves a mention because the Devil's Night series was one of my top series this year, but this was my favorite in this series. This was probably the only one I was able to choose a favorite in this series. My other series, I literally could not. So, let me try to get all my top 20 books in one shot for you guys. Oh! Well, that didn't work now, did it? Okay, let's try that again. Let's try that again. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I just want a cute little thing of all my books. Okay. You think I can do it? So here are my top, I think this is actually 15 books, so I guess we could say my top 15 books of 2023. But I'm saying my top 10 because I am not choosing between series. So, yay! Hey guys, it is the next day. I did not vlog yesterday because I had a mental breakdown. But we are on our way to get me cowgirl boots. Give me cowgirl boots. Give me cowgirl boots.
Cowgirl boots.
Cowgirl boots. I'm so excited. Oh, I forgot to put my piercings in.
You go back in?
Do you think piercings are cowgirl?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I'll be fine. I'll just put it in before we leave for tonight. But we're gonna go get my cowgirl boots. I have absolutely no idea what I'm just looking for. I know I want like a shorter, like booty type of boot, just cause like I think I look better with short boots. But we'll just kind of see what happens. And then depending on how much footage I get, I may include our New Year's Eve vlog. We're going out, so probably wouldn't be like that much, but maybe. I don't know. So, yes. Okay, these are the first pair. They're more like worker boots. I don't know how I like them. I also don't know what pants to wear. Is this like okay? I don't know. Is this? Okay guys, we went to the first shop. Those were the only boots I liked there. But I don't know. They didn't feel like me. They didn't feel like me.
You know where Boot Barn Fort Collins is? No.
So,
I think it's in Fort Collins.
we're gonna go to Boot Barn now and see if
Where is it?
I can see any of those.
I am looking it up.
Okay, these ones are like the exact ones that I'm looking for. They're just really tight though, but they're cute. Okay. How are we liking this? I don't like these jeans. These are like my least favorite pair of jeans. But I think the boots are really cute. I think Chuffy thinks I should buy them. They're pretty cute. These is exactly what like I envisioned.
I mean, you're pulling.
We're wearing our boots. Come on, Mark. You have boots on too. Boot family. Boot family. No, Markers, you gotta like
Put both your boots in.
put both your boots in. No, don't.
Down that way? Yeah, we're just gonna head north on 287 for like 2-3 blocks.
Okay. Cowgirls don't cry. Ride, baby, ride. I love my boots. I like your boots too, Mom. I think they work really well for you. I think you pull them off really well. Thanks, honey. Hello, guys. It is the nighttime. We're getting ready to go to New Year's Eve. We're going to one of like the bars in town. So it's gonna be lots of fun. Today was such a success. So I got my boots. They are so cute. I love them so much, but I'm definitely gonna have to break them in. Like, I just put them on and I'm like dying already. So over the next couple days or weeks, I have to break them in. And then my mom got me this jacket. Just a cute little shacket, apparently. And then I got some jeans. They look so good and they were so cute. They work perfect with the boots. So, good day. So I'm gonna go to New Year's Eve. I'm not gonna bring my camera because I don't care about it. But if I get like some cute like Snapchat footage, then maybe I'll include it. But yes, Happy New Year and I'll see you next year.